Hello, this is Matt Sorensen with Midland GIS. This demonstration will be focusing on the edit feature and attributes functionality that's built into our Integrity WebGIS platform. Now, if you're going to want to, if you actually have data that is in your GIS website that you are able to edit, the first thing you're going to do to start editing, you're going to open up the layer list over here on the left, and on the very top you should see, or you'll have some options of different layer categories that you can edit. So what we're going to do here, we actually have to set what layer that we want to edit or click on the layer. So we're going to do edit the sanitary sewer. So we'll click on edit sewer. And then what it does, you're going to see in the layers menu, it's going to turn on your edit layers, like edit manhole, edit lift station, edit force main, edit gravity main. And then it turns on those layers that are set up that allows you to edit those layers. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to turn off the base map, turn on the aerial photography, and let's turn off some other layers here, like the subdivisions. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in to an area that I know I want to add a new feature. In this case, we're going to add a sanitary sewer manhole point layer, and then also add a gravity main. All right, so let's zoom in a little bit closer. Okay, so first thing I want to do is, you can see where it says edit manhole, and I actually have a button over just to the right of it where I can click on that arrow, and it gives me the ability to create a feature. So I'll click on create a feature, and then I'll click on the sewer manhole. And now at this point, you're going to see a little prompt down here. It says click or tap on the map to add the feature. Well, I can click anywhere. So if I know just by a photo identifiable point on the aerial photography, I can simply just click a point and it will allow me to add that manhole. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just click right here. Now, if I had a known coordinate, I could go to the analysis tab and then click on plot coordinate and actually enter a known state plane coordinate to give me a point, or a pointer on the actual coordinate position of that manhole, and then I could click on that point if I wanted to get a little bit more accurate. But at this point, all I did is I created a new feature. I clicked a photo identifiable point on the aerial imagery where I know that manhole was added, and then it opens up the feature attributes for that. Let's go ahead and just give it an ID of 1001. If I know the northing and easting, which would actually be the coordinate of that, I could enter that in. Rim elevation, I'm just going to go through this really quick. Depth of the manhole, and you don't have to populate. If you don't have the information, you can come back and add that at a later time. I'm just going to go ahead and just pick a few things here just to populate some of the data. And then down at the bottom, I can click save, and now it's applying the edits, and now I've actually added that manhole point into the GIS website. Let's close that window. Okay, now if I want to add the line, the gravity main, you're going to see where I will go to edit gravity main. I'm going to click on the greater than symbol or the arrow next to the right of that, and then create a feature. And I'm just going to pick gravity main. Now at this point, since it's a line that I'm going to draw, or a polyline, I want to be able to snap to the vertice or the vertex of that manhole point layer here and here. So you're going to see where we have an edit tab up above here. I can click that, and there's where my enable snapping functionality is at. So I would click that button and put the check mark there. And then I also need to select my snapping layers. In this case, so I'm going to click on that, so it says snappable layers here, and it gives me a list of all the layers that are on the website. I'm going to clear all of them because it had by default it had all of them checked, and I simply just want to check edit manhole because I want my line to snap. you can see now I've got this halo, this snapping halo around my cursor, and notice how it jumps right to the manhole. Now when you're drawing a gravity main, a rule of thumb is always to draw it in the direction of flow. So obviously in this case it's going to be going from this manhole and to this one. So we're going to start the line here. So I click once and it literally snaps right to that manhole point, and it'll snap to this one. And to finish my gravity main, I'm going to double click, and it zooms in on that line, selects it, and then opens up the attribute information or fields for that gravity main. So let's say I have an ID for that. Upstream manhole ID, downstream manhole ID. If I knew those, I could populate those. The diameter of the gravity main, it's going to be an 8-inch. And the nice thing is too is these domains are set up for each one of the fields, so it makes it nice and clean and easy to populate that information. So it's an 8-inch PVC. It is not lined. That's false. If I knew the invert elevations, I could enter that. Let's say we installed it today. Done. And good enough. And then I can click save. And there we go. So within just a few minutes, we've gone in and added a manhole and also added the gravity main. Now if I close this window, close that, and go back to, let's see, all available layers, and turn on the sanitary sewer read-only layer, you're going to see now that that layer is there, the 8-inch PVC, it's labeling the depth of the manhole. All that information is done. So that wraps up the edit feature and attributes demonstration. Thank you.